Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, kindly subscribe to join this amazing family. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful bodycon dress. I made it in two colors, black and green, and this is how it turned out. And I'm going to share with you how to make it, including how to take your own measurements so that you can make it to your own size. This is my front neckline. This is my front neckline, and this is how I made my sleeves. Then it is open at the back because I'm going to attach my zipper. It is a fitting dress, so I preferred to have a zipper at the back. It looks the same from inside and outside, and this is how it looks from the back. It has this opening where I will attach my zipper. I'm done making the dress. I'm only remaining with attaching my zipper, and that will be all. So I'm going to share with you how to take your own measurements so that we make this dress together. This is the back of this dress. The dress came out so beautiful and perfect. So if you would like to make your own size, join me. I show you how to make it. It is the same inside and outside. So to begin, these are the two colors I'm using, black and green. I'm using a 3mm crochet hook. I'm using this tape measure to take measurements. And finally, I will be using a pair of scissors. I have a sketch of this dress. To begin, you need 3 measurements: your hips measurement, your waist measurement, and your bust measurement. Then we are going to make this dress beginning from the waist upwards. Then I will leave the upper part and the sleeves to work on them later. I will attach my yarn at the waist and work downwards until I complete the dress. Then later I will make the straps and finally finish with the sleeves. So to begin, take your waist measurements, and that is what we are going to chain as our foundation chain. For me, I'm going to make a foundation chain that measures 32 inches. So take your waist measurements and let us begin. The first step to make the foundation chain is to make this slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. After making my slip knot, I will adjust it to fit the size of my crochet hook. After making a slip knot, I'm going to chain 32 inches. I'm going to make a foundation chain that measures 32 inches. So chain a foundation chain that measures the size of your waist. For me, I'm going to chain 32. After chaining 32, I'm going to chain 2, then skip the 2 extra that I have chained into the 3rd stitch from my hook. I will make 1 half double crochet, yarn over, go to the next stitch or space, pull up a loop. When you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3. So we have made a half double crochet. So go to the next stitch and make 1 half double crochet. Go to the next one, pull up a loop, and make 1/2 double crochet. So we are going to make 1/2 double crochet into every stitch we have on our chain until the end of this chain. So continue doing that until the end of your chain. So I'm almost coming to the end of my chain. This is my row 1. I'm almost coming to the end of this chain. I have 1 stitch left. This is the last one, and before completing it, because the next row I want to work using black, so I'm going to add this black color and use it to complete my half double crochet. Then I will tie the loose end of the black color to the green color to secure the black color I have added. Now I'm going to use this black color, so I will chain 1 and turn my work and continue working 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across. This is row 2, so work 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across until the end. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Continue doing that until the end. So I'm coming to the end. This is my row 2. I'm almost finishing. Ensure that you work up to the last stitch. So this is the last one I'm working. 1/2 double crochet. This is the last half double crochet I'm working. This way. Then when you are done, chain 1 to begin row 3. This is row 3, and continue working 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across, going to the other end. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch until the end. I'm almost coming to the end of this row. This is row 3, but with this black color I made 2 rows using this black color. When I have 1 stitch left, instead of completing the half double crochet using this black color, I will pull this green color from below and use it to complete the half double crochet. Then chain 1, turn your work and continue working 1/2 double crochet using this green color. So basically we are going to work 2 rows with each of these 2 colors. Each color will have 2 rows. So work with this green color until the end. When you get to the end, chain 1 and come back. When you come back, pick this black color from below and work it 2 rows, and you will be alternating working 2 rows onwards using each of these 2 colors until you have 17 rows. Remember the first row with green color, I made only 1 row. Then onwards, these colors, I made 2 rows, and I have worked for approximately for about 5 inches. Then after working for 17 rows from my waist upwards, I have shaded this portion because I have completed it. Now I'm working the 18 rows upwards, but I will be increasing because my bust measures more than my waist. So from this point upwards, I want to increase until I get to this line, my bust. So let me finish this row, the 17th row I was working on. Then I show you how to make increases upwards until we get to the bust area. So I'm picking this black color from below, and ensure that you are not pulling the yarns too tightly when taking them from below. Then I will finish the half double crochet using the black yarn, chain 1 and turn my work. Now we are going to begin making increases, and for the increases we are going to increase on the first row of the black color only. Remember, each color we make 2 rows using each of these 2 colors, but to make increases we are going to increase on the first row of the black color only. And to make increases, make half double crochets, make half double crochets, continue making half double crochets. Then after moving for some distance from the beginning point or from the edge, make 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Here I already have 1 half double crochet. I'm making the second one so that I have 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. So we have made 1 increase. Continue making 1 half double crochets, and when you move for some distance, remember the first increase I made it here. After moving for some distance, I made my first increase here. So I'm going to make my second increase. So after making half double crochets for some distance, I'm going to make 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. I already have 1 here, so I'm going to add another one so that I have 2 in the same stitch. So far we have made 2 increases. So continue that way, making half double crochets, and ensure that before you come to the end of this row you have 4 increases. That is 4 stitches having 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. I have completed this row and I have 4 increases. The first one is here, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. Just randomly, as long as within the row you have 4 increases. They don't have to be in a specific place or after a specific counting. As long as within the row you have 4 increases. The next row we are not going to increase, so after chaining 1, make 1 half double crochet into every stitch across going to the other side. Remember, the increases we are making them on the first row of the black color only. So this row, make 1 half double crochet into every stitch across until the end, this way. So I'm making the last one here to finish this row. Before completing it, I will take this green yarn from below and use it. Make sure you are not pulling too tight. So I will use it to complete my half double crochet, then chain 1 and turn my work. After turning, continue making 1 half double crochet into every stitch across. The green color, we are not going to make an increase, just alternate the black and green colors the way we have been working. The only difference is that you make 4 increases on the first row of black color. So far I have made 18 rows from this stitch marker, and the rows of increase are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of increases. So this is what I have, and I have made this dress up to my bust area. Now I will leave the upper part and connect my yarn at the waist and work downwards until I get to the knee or to the length of my dress. So at this point, what I'm going to do, this is my bust line, so I will chain 1 and cut this black yarn, then cut this green yarn as well, then I'm going to reattach my yarns. This is where I finished. This was my bust line, and this where I want to attach my colors is this is my waist. Remember this, at the waist I made only one row with the green color, so I'm going to reattach green color here at the waist and work 2 more rows. So my waist will have 3 rows of this green color. Other rows, the green color is 2 rows. So after attaching this yarn and tying one to secure, I'll pull up a loop, chain 1, and continue working 1 half double crochet into every stitch across. 1 half double crochet into every stitch across until the other end. When you get to this other end, you will chain 1, turn your work, and continue working 1 half double crochet into every stitch across. 1 half double crochet into every stitch across, going to the other end where we attached the green color. So continue making 1 half double crochet going to the other end. So I have come to this other end, and the next row I will add the black color. So before completing the half double crochet, I will add this black color, then I will tie the loose end of black color to the green color to secure the black color that I have added. I will leave my green color here and complete the half double crochet using this black yarn, chain 1 and turn. After turning, I will continue working 1 half double crochet into every stitch across. So basically each color you work 2 rows, 1 half double crochet. So we go with this black color to the other end and come back with it. When you come back, pick the green color. Basically each color will have 2 rows, so continue working that way. The way we were working, we are not going to make any increase, so continue working that way until you have 17 rows. So I have 17 rows. We started working from the waistline here. We made 2 rows with this green color and we continued that way. So I have 17 rows. I have 17 because this last row with the green color is only 1 row. So after working to this point, I want to join at the back, and that will mark the end of my zipper at the back. So at this point, I'm going to join at the back to mark the end of my zipper at the back. Then after that, I will begin increasing until I get to the hips. So at this point, I'm joining this way to mark the end of my zipper at the back. So you join with a slip stitch. After joining, chain 1 and turn. Then we are going to work round now because we have joined at the back. So we are going to work 1 half double crochet all the way round. So I'm working the second row of the green color after joining, because each color is 2 rows. So I'm working 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across, 1/2 double crochet into every stitch across, and continue working that way all the way round until you come to the beginning point where we joined. I have come to the beginning point where we joined. I'm almost finishing up. I'm working on my last 1/2 double crochet. Then I'm supposed to slip stitch at the top of the chain 1 I made when I was turning, but because the next row I'm going to use the black color, so I will not slip stitch. When I have 2 loops on my hook, I will add this black color this way, and ensure that you are not pulling too tight this black color from below. After that, chain 1, then turn your work. After turning, we are now going to make 5 increases within the first row of the black color until we get to the hip area. If your hips are even more wide, you can make 6 or 7 increases within the first row of the black color. So continue making 1/2 double crochet, and the increases are just the same way we were increasing until we got to the bust area, except that we were making 4 increases. Now we are going to make 5 increases or 6 increases within a row if your hips are wider. So after moving for some distance, what you are going to do is you make 2 1/2 double crochets in the same stitch, so that is an increase. So continue making 1/2 double crochet across, and after moving for some distance, it doesn't have to be a specific distance, as long as within this row you have 5 or 6 increases within the row. It doesn't have to be in a specific place. Remember, here we were making 4 increases within the first row of the black color, but here we are going to make 5 or 6 depending on how wide your hips are. For me, I made 5 increases within the first row of black color until I got to the hip area. So after making 5 increases within this row, the first row of black color, I'm coming to the end of this row. I'm making the last 1/2 double crochet to finish this row. Then I will slip stitch at the top of the chain 1 I made at the beginning of the row. The chain 1 I made at the beginning of the row, at the top, I will slip stitch to finish the row. Then I will chain 1 and turn my work to work on my second row with this black color. Remember, each row with these colors is 2 rows. Every color I make 2 rows with it. So I'm working on my second row with this black color. So continue that way, and when you come to this beginning point, you pick the green color and make 2 rows with it. And remember to be making 5 increases within the first row of the black color until you get to the hip area. For me, I made that 7 rows up to the hip area. Within these 37 rows, the first row, each first row of black color has 5 increases within the row. Then now I want to start decreasing from the hip area downwards, and I'm going to show you how to make a decrease. So to make a decrease, we are going to make 5 decreases within a row with the first row of black color. So we crochet 2 together. So you go through a stitch, you pull up a loop. When you have 3 loops on your hook, go to the next one, pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, pull through all the 4 loops. Basically you are crocheting 2 stitches together 5 times within this row of black color. You crochet 2 together 5 times within a row, within the first row of this black color, until you finish. So I made that 8 rows, the first rows of black color having 5 decreases. Then the last 9 rows I did not make any decrease, and this is what I have. So I'm done making this dress downwards, and this is how it looks at the back. It has this opening for my zipper. Now it is time to work on these straps and then work on the sleeves. I have already worked on these straps on one side, the front and back straps, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Remember, at the bust here we finished with this black color. So what I have done is that I have marked the ends of my dress, that is the underarm, both sides I have marked. Then after marking, for the front strap, from the edge you count 4 stitches. Into the 5th stitch you attach this green color and work 23 stitches going to this side, 23 stitches. Then alternate the 2 colors until you have 22 rows. For the back strap, remember it is open. I have temporarily attached some yarn here because I was fitting it as I was making it, to ensure that the straps are fitting me. So what you do, from this edge you count 2 stitches only. To the 3rd one you attach this green color and work up to the opening at the back. Then work upwards for 22 rows as well, except that the last 4 rows, that is each color 2 rows, being 23 stitches, just like the front strap. After that, now you are going to join along the shoulder. You can turn inside out. I have turned my dress inside out, but even if you stitch from the right side or the wrong side, it still looks the same. But for me, I have turned inside out. Then you are going to stitch across using yarn and needle. So you go through 1 stitch on this side and the corresponding stitch on the other strap and stitch across. You go through 1 stitch on this side and the corresponding stitch on the other strap and stitch across. So continue stitching across until the end. So I'm making the last stitch here to finish stitching these 2 straps along the shoulder. So this is how it looks. It looks the same on the inside and the outside. This is how it looks. Now I'm done. I'm going to secure this yarn here and cut the excess. After securing, I have cut the excess, and this is how my straps look like. So make the straps, the back and front on this other side, and this is what you will have. I'm done making, and it is open at the back. This is how it looks. I'm done making the front and back straps on both sides, and this is what I have. I went ahead and worked on one sleeve, and this is how it looks. And I'm going to show you how I worked this sleeve on this other side. So what you do, attach this black yarn anywhere below the underarm. Attach this black yarn. Then tie once to secure the yarn. Pull up a loop, chain one, then make one half double crochet in the same stitch where you attached the yarn, so that you have two half double crochets. The chain one plus the half double crochet, those are two. Go to the next stitch, make two half double crochets in the same stitch. Go to the next one, make two half double crochets in the same stitch. So continue making two half double crochets into the same stitch until you come to these color changings. Remember these color changings, we were making 2 rows with each color, meaning we have 2 stitches in each of the color. In this green we have 2 stitches, so in those 2 stitches you make 2 half double crochets in each one of them. So basically that is 4 half double crochets in each of these color changings. So you make 2 half double crochet into every stitch. Come to this black one, we have 2 stitches here. In those 2 stitches you make 2 half double crochets in each one of them. So continue making 2 half double crochets into every stitch across. Continue making 2 half double crochets into every stitch across until you come to the beginning point. So I'm at the beginning point, then slip stitch at the top of the chain one we made at the beginning. So this is what I have. I'm done going round. Now we are going to change to double crochets. So you chain 2. You can still continue with half double crochets, but for me I made double crochets. So from now onwards I'm going to make 1 double crochet into every stitch across. 1 double crochet in every stitch across from now onwards until the end of this sleeve. One double crochet into every stitch across until the end. So continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across until you come to the beginning point. So I'm finishing up, making the last double crochet to finish this row. Then when you come to the beginning point here, when you are done making double crochets, you slip stitch at the top of the chain 2 we made at the beginning. You slip stitch to finish the row. You're going to chain 2 and continue making double crochets across. Continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across. 1 double crochet into every stitch across. So that is the pattern. Continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across. When you come to the beginning point, slip stitch at the top of the chain 2 that you make when beginning your row, and continue doing that until you have 16 rows. I made 16 rows, 13 with this black color and 3 with this green color. Now I'm going to slip stitch here, chain 1 and cut, so that to work on the half of this sleeve. So this is what I have, and I want to make it like this other one, so I'm going to work on the half of this sleeve. So I will fold my sleeve this way. After folding, I will mark. Then after marking, now I'm going to work on this upper part of this sleeve only. I'm going to work on this upper part of this sleeve, just like this other sleeve. So what you are going to do, you reattach your yarn here where you marked with your stitch marker. You reattach this green yarn and work on this upper portion only. We still maintain using our double crochets. So you pull up a loop and chain 2 and continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across. Continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across until you get to the other stitch marker. So continue making 1 double crochet into every stitch across until the other stitch marker where you marked, and when you get to the other stitch marker, chain 2 and return. When you get to this point, chain 2 and continue making double crochets and work this portion up. I worked for 8 rows and this is how it looks. So that is the end of this tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, kindly leave a comment, share, subscribe, like. Then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.